All right, welcome back everybody to We Talk Tech. This is episode 4, and today we're going to be talking about smart lighting, so light switches, light plugs, and light bulbs.
Yeah, and I'm so excited to have Taylor Danielson on with us today to talk about technology.
All right, so everybody, we just wanted to first introduce you to Taylor Danielson. He's fairly new here at TFL. He is the TIL peer technologist. And Taylor, if you could just let us know a little bit about yourself and what your role encompasses here at TFL.
My name is Taylor Danielson. I have lived here in the Lower Mainland for 2 decades now, and I have loved technology for every single one of those years. My role at TFL is primarily to educate and inform my fellow peers about the different technologies and devices available to them, and just how they can make your lives better. I use many of the devices TIL offers, and I can vouch for pretty much every one of them as something that has improved my life and made me more independent as a person with a disability.
Perfect. And I know that you are not only a pro on smart home devices that are off the shelf, but you also develop a number of different adaptations. Can you tell me a bit about it?
Yeah, I recently got into 3D printing several months ago. So I developed a lot of tools that are modifications and adaptations to things that are just not quite right for me, which I feel is something a lot of people with disabilities experience at one time or another. My most recent design was created in response to difficulties operating the controls on the lift. You can see right over my shoulder there, on that side there. The buttons are very hard to press. So yeah, I could let a care aid take care of it, but I knew if I could tweak a little bit, I could do it myself. So my solution was to design a device that is very similar to a playground seesaw. And just like on a seesaw, how you can gain a disproportionate amount of strength, letting you lift someone who may be much heavier than yourself. My device gives the user the ability to press buttons with increased force without expending your own precious energy reserves.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I love how you found a problem that you were able to design it in-house and create something that not only you can use, but you've shared it with the public and now they can print out similar units. So well done.
Yeah, it's available on Thingiverse, and I think we'll be linking that below somewhere. So if you guys think it'd be helpful to you, I'd love for you to print it and try it yourself. And any feedback you have on if it works, if it doesn't work, I'd love to hear it. And maybe we'll get something. If it doesn't work for you, maybe I can help you out and get something that's a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Great.
And to our members, if you are a member of TIL and don't have access to 3D printing, then always shoot us a message, right? We can probably do that for you, and in coordination with Taylor, we can print stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, the link is below in the YouTube comments, and I think that might be something that could help you, then definitely reach out to us. I love the topic we have today because you guys have been using these devices for a long time and have original uses for them. So we're talking about the TP-Link lighting line today, and so that includes the light switches and the bulbs, and those are fairly straightforward. You turn on and off your lights. For the light switches, we do have the dimmers, we do have the three-way light switches, and the single typical light switch you'd see in a home. But you guys do have a little bit of a different way you use your light switches. Can you just let us know a little bit about that?
Sure. So I find that in my home it can be difficult to turn on lights going down the hall into my bedroom and such by voice, especially when other people are sleeping. So I've connected it to some SmartThings motion sensors, and so it's all automated. I drive down the hall, the lights turn on, and then after roughly a minute of no activity or no motion, then the lights turn off. Very simple to do, and it creates a lot of independence.
I use lights. I like to take advantage of routines in the Google Home app. So my favorite routine is the good morning routine. So every morning I wake up, I say good morning to Google, as is polite, and in response, she turns on all my lights and turns on my computer. Um, I'm using one of the TP-Link's switches that Wayne mentioned to control a sun lamp, which keeps my plants healthy and growing during the winter. So every morning I wake up and Google turns it on and the plants are happy.
Excellent. So not only are you polite to Google, you're polite to your plants as well. That's nice.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you did mention the TP-Link plug. And basically what this is, it just cuts power on and off to an appliance. And I know I'm guilty of using them just for my Christmas lights, basically, but you guys have some better uses. So Taylor, you use it for your plants. Ian, what kind of things do you use these plugs for?
So I use a number of different smart plugs at night with a good night routine. Essentially, it turns on my wheelchair, on the bedroom fan, and also the bedside humidifier connected to the ventilator. And I just love the flexibility of being able to turn everything on with one command. And it also gives me the peace of mind knowing that everything is ready and will be charged in the morning.
Okay, no, those are great uses, and I think that's going to hopefully inspire some of our members to think about how they could use plugs differently. Until you get into a situation where you're living with these devices, you don't know kind of what you'll need them for. So a lot of time we set them up for lamps and fans, and we kind of leave it there. So hopefully this will inspire people to think about their uses. But yeah, so that's it for today's show. Taylor, we want to thank you again for joining us. There was a lot of good information, and we want to hear more about your inventions into the future. And hopefully people will reach out and try printing that paddle. So again, thanks for joining us.
I'm happy to be here.
All right, so that was great having Taylor join us today to talk about lighting. Don't forget to join us next month when we talk about smart thermostats and in-house heating.
And as always, click the like, subscribe, and notify button just to make sure that you receive all of the latest updates. Thanks, everyone.
All right, take care.